Yo, chat, what's up with it, y'all? Hey, NBA season is going good. Playoffs still intact right now. But look, heading to the off season, one of the biggest stories. We know LeBron James about to be a free agent. We're gonna discuss that on the Nick Man TV. Don't touch that dial.
Hit that play, let it run on repeat. Hot take, one shot, press play, new drop. Every day from the screen to your ears, all in HD. You already know who it is, Nick Madden TV. Nick Madden TV.
Yes, sir. Welcome back again, y'all, to the Nick Man TV. Want to thank y'all again. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. We got a good one for y'all today. So look, LeBron James about to he a free agent now. Again. You know, the Lakers ain't pick up the option or try to sign him back too soon. You know what I'm saying? So he got free movement as he once has before. But came out in the news recently. Him and Steve Nash had a conversation, and LeBron had this to say. So let's go ahead and pull it up.
Still in the moment of like just taking my time and saying I haven't even really thought about it too much. Obviously, I understand that I'm a free agent and I can control my own destiny. If being here with this franchise for the foreseeable future, or if it's going somewhere else. But like I haven't even really got to that point. I haven't even taken my family vacation yet, which is going to happen after Memorial Day. That's kind of the thing at the forefront of my mind. But I think at some point, up until, up in June, late June, as July roll around, free agency starts to, gets going, and July rolling, maybe into August, we start to kind of like get a feel of, what my future may look like. If it's continuing to play the game that I love, which I know I can still give so much to the game and play at a high level, or if it's not. So.
All right. LeBron, you know what I'm saying? Hey, he do got a lot to give to the game. He's still one of the most high value superstars of the NBA. So keeping him still playing definitely would draw a lot of attention and a lot of income to whatever organization that he choose. Back at another end, I guess the press conference where they when they got eliminated, he was coming out and he was talking about being the third wheel reference. You know what I'm saying? He threw that out there, but he's not looking to be a third wheel, not to no especially not to Austin Reeves. He's definitely not looking to come after Austin Reeves. Luka maybe, but long as he around, that's still his franchise. But you know what I'm saying? We know how LeBron do. He always go into that. He do that little Aaron Rodgers stuff where they hold organization hostage. You know what I'm saying? Like he's saying, waiting until August. That might be pushing it though, man, because teams try to already, have their squad going in though. And summer league probably be already over. I know he mentioned June, July, but like he said, he still ain't took his family on vacation. We already almost at the end of May. So going into June, he'd probably be on vacation. July, 4th of July coming around, vacation. I'm sure Rich Paul and them still working while he's on vacation though. But you know what I'm saying? Waiting until August to try to sign with somebody, you kind of like want to have your chemistry going into camp already when it started. You want to have your coaches already know what players they getting or got, you know what I'm saying, before August. Role players. Teams be waiting on LeBron. They miss opportunities to sign other good little role players that they might need. You know what I'm saying? So if LeBron waits too long, he ain't joining the team. The team is gonna become him. He's gonna be working the team though. But I'm gonna get into the good, the bad, and the ugly of this situation though. You know what I'm saying? The good, what LeBron will bring to a team. I think LeBron definitely gonna bring basketball IQ. One of the smartest players that's still playing right now. You know what I'm saying? That's shoot, might be the smartest in the NBA product right by now though. But he controlled the pace, read defense, and he raised teams' confidence, you know what I'm saying, too. You know what I'm saying? Just by him being on that team, he definitely helps out a lot, you know what I'm saying? And what else? Playmaking. He's definitely still elite passer. You know what I'm saying? Bron can make average role players look like maybe 90 million, $80 million role players, you know what I'm saying? Austin Reeves. But hey, I'm just playing. Attention and relevancy, you know what I'm saying? So he does make a team relevant, you know what I mean? Just by him signing to your team, you definitely gonna get media coverage. You're gonna get a whole lot of you're gonna get championship discussion. His name is always up into this LeBron year, this LeBron time right here and there, you know what I'm saying? So that's still part of some good of signing LeBron. You definitely gonna get being on TV, you know what I'm saying, due to the coverage, you know what I'm saying? And maybe leadership for young stars, you know. Probably showing them how to recover, you know, showing them how to be professional on the team, you know what I'm saying? Preparation maybe, you know. He still have those type of qualities for himself though. And like I said, LeBron still can get you at least 15 to 20 a night. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 15 to 20, you know. He might have a little slump here and now and then, but you know, that's, you know, he ain't that other LeBron back in the Heat days no more. He have gotten older and he definitely took a step back a little. The bad. Let's get into the bad. All right. Everything becomes about LeBron. You know, coaches, they become secondary stories. The you got a young star, he'll become secondary to LeBron. Even the GM, he get put in the hot seat. You know what I'm saying? Just by having LeBron. And we done seen these things before going over through the years too, though, that we done seen LeBron. As me and my homeboy, Mira Socrates to say, he's a franchise killer. He's a franchise killer, man. Another thing, another bad, roster flexibility, it dies. You know, LeBron, you get LeBron is immediate. Let's go all in to get him some help when you probably already have a good core over there. You probably just need him to fit in with them. You start to trade your future picks. This has been noted down in history that teams does that for him. Like I said, sacrifice depth. You know, you might, especially with signing him, depending on what he taking, you know what I'm saying, you probably can't have the best role players that you can get. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, he chased old veteran superstars that he hopefully he can get a championship with. So number 3, development, it get delayed. Some development players, they get delayed though. You know, young players, you know, they kind of like start to become experimentals. You know what I mean? They can get traded or they probably lose some of their development, you know what I'm saying, due to the fact that he's there and he's on the court more also too though. Media pressure. That's another bad that LeBron brings. Like I said, also on the other side of the coin, you get put into championship discussions and you also hit TV, but you exposed. The more you expose, the more you're gonna get criticized, you know what I'm saying? And we done seen that. Every loss becomes, what's wrong? Should they trade somebody for LeBron? Who failed LeBron? You know, them players start to get those type of pressure put on them. And we gonna get down to the ugly, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he hold teams hostage. There's come mentioned into the video we just seen right here that he talking about waiting to August, you know, teams can't really fully commit elsewhere, you know, free agents hesitates, you know, coaches can't finalize their rotation and things like that, especially in August. So imagine waiting for all summer for LeBron just for him to say, I'm going back to LA. You'd have missed opportunities on other guys, you know what I'm saying? That's the ugly part. Second ugly part, Father Time. He's still elite, but he's still old. Hey, like I said, 15 to 20, that ain't $50 million. You did, you know what I'm saying? And might get more injuries. You might have rest games. He don't show up to he ain't playing every game. We know that for a fact. And also the biggest part of that defense decline. Not only is him, Luka, and Austin terrible on defense, but he might be the best one out of those three. You dig? And hey, that's the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go into some teams that I think that he might join. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. And this commercial break. Hold on for a second. So now that we back again, hey, let's start with the number one team that he might can sign. We got the LA Lakers. Hey, why? It makes sense though. You know what I'm saying? He familiar with them. He got his business out there in Hollywood. You know, he like being out there in LA. This could be a legacy protection too. Cause if he leave, again, you leaving again. And he also could retire there. You know what I'm saying? Where does he fit? Bron still control the offense. While the young pieces, they carry the, I would say, defense, but they still got a little energy. Him and Luka together, it might not be too good. It might not be good, man, to keep moving forward with them and stuff. You might well just probably need to push on, go to another squad or something like that, man. But like I said, his legacy is definitely gonna be in question with this too, though. You can't just keep on changing teams, though, man. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you need to, well, hey, you're at the end point now. So you probably need to figure out what you're going to do, though, man. But the struggles with this, of course, the age, defense, they inconsistent. Pressure to make desperate trade. They always in the trade rumor. Austin Reeves is definitely going to be in the trade market if he signed to another one, but to another team. But Luka already came out. He want Austin on the team. You know what I'm saying? And another thing the struggles is having is the fan expecting instant final run. But matter of fact, the fans sound like really, I think they're really tired of LeBron out there in LA. The fans are. You know what I'm saying? So the Lakers with Bron, it feel like a relationship that it probably should have been ended though. But they still sharing the same Netflix account. But hey, y'all, I mean, hey, let me ask y'all the question then. Let me ask y'all. Yeah, so we got a question coming up too. We got a question. Here you go. It said, does Bron make them contenders? If the Lakers sign him, do he make them contenders? I'm gonna say no. We didn't already seen it. Lakers probably should move on. But hey, do he make any of it? Well, I asked that at the end though, you know what I'm saying? But do he make the Lakers contenders? No, he don't. I really don't have to think about that though. But no, he really don't. And so that's my first team that LeBron might have to sign back with is the Los Angeles Lakers. So we're gonna go ahead and get to the second. We're gonna get to the next team though. We're gonna get to the next team. Go ahead and pull that up, production. Whoosh! Should he go back to Cleveland? This the storybook return now, you know what I'm saying? The emotional side would be insane. LeBron right back in Cleveland for the last time. You know what I'm saying? Bron coming over there, joining Spider. Spider right now is in the playoff against the Knicks, down 0-2. They down 0-2 right now, which I already said in the beginning. it's gonna be a sweep. I was talking to the game changers, and and I told them in the chat that whoever come out the Cavs and the Pistons gonna get swept by the Knicks. So the Cavs, how do LeBron fit with the Cavs? Can he be on secondary playmaker? You know what I'm saying? He do bring the some playoff leadership. He done been there. He done won in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? So he might, if they keep that same little roster, then they might can do something out there in Cleveland. He joined Spider, Mobley, Allen, got a rim protector, you got shooter and mirror. You can keep more of them guys, but James Harden might have to be the one that leave. Harden, and I think Cleveland and the whole Cleveland fan base, organization, I ain't gonna say organization, I'm gonna say the fan base, people that live in Cleveland. I think they'll love this return. What would be the struggles if he joined the Cavs? Ball dominant again. You know, he getting his and then with the shoulder lean in, how he do with that. The youth development, as we spoke up before on some of the struggles that by signing LeBron, and also they could be better on defense. I ain't gonna say he gonna hold them hostage on defense, but I think they definitely could be better on defense. Other than with Harden, that is though. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is though, like I said, Harden might have to go. Harden definitely have to go though. You know what I'm saying? But him that will elevate them a little bit more. And then back to my first question too though, on the last question actually though, do LeBron make Cleveland contenders? Yes, he do. In the East this week. I'm sorry, y'all. East this week, man. Do LeBron make them? Yep, I definitely say he'll make the Cavs another probably one of the other favorites besides the Knicks. Maybe Pistons, Boston, and then the up and coming 76ers and the Hawks too. But LeBron with Cavs, right, with them, yeah, he'll definitely make them contenders though. So I can see Cleveland probably looking at that, but who knows with the owner, him and LeBron, what I'm saying, relationship might not be as good as it once was though, or so that'll be my take on that. You guys can be a contender if y'all get Bron. So let's go to the next team. New York Knicks. Boy, I bet New York could be. But first of all, who y'all gonna get rid of? Because in order for him to come, you ain't finna be. Hey, he ain't gonna take no minimum cut. Not with New York. You know what I'm saying? And we already know how Madison Square gonna be if he signed there. This gonna be superstardom type of power. But not saying they're gonna equal to the wins and the losses. Now, we ain't seen Bron play with a great point guard. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying great because Bronson does fit the description. You know what I mean? But he's in this day and time, Bronson is great. So he have played with Kyrie, which is another great point guard. So they're the Knicks not getting rid of Bronson. Now, will it be Hart and Miles? You know what I'm saying? Or OG Anunoby? They might have to trade him. Because now, how would this fit? Because somebody got to go, though. You know what I mean? They're not keeping their starting five and whoever else on the bench and Bron get a minimum. Now, if he take a minimum deal and do this, all right, then let's see how this would fit. But we all know that he ain't taking a veteran minimum. But how does it fit? Half court offense improves. Playoff experience. They already been to the playoff. Maybe he can get them over the hump. Late game shot creation. He can hit a couple of them guys coming off the screen, or maybe Cat. The struggles, spacing concern, because you got Cat. You know what I mean? Although Cat staying on the outside, but Cat the Knicks, they they attack that rim. So he can bring that over there. New York being, hey, just like being in LA, you got New York pressure, the media, and then just like LA, they won a championship. They're gonna have a chance this year because they going to the finals. But if Bron joins the Knicks and lose in the second round, hey, ESPN gonna act a fool. They're gonna act a fool, especially in New York. I think New York might be worse than LA media. And really though, LeBron don't want that. He don't want that type of he don't want that. He don't want that pressure from New York, and he definitely don't want that media. Cause that media gonna eat it. Hey, they gonna be on him. You think LA slightly on him. New York, them people ain't got no filter. So they gonna be on him. So LeBron, he might not go. He ain't going to New York though. So that just been the talk to keep New York relevant. But he ain't going to New York. That's for certain. Now, I got one more squad coming up. This is my sleeper team. My sleeper team right here. And I might as well go ahead and show y'all. Boom! Ha! Hey, the Golden State Warriors. LeBron joining Golden State Warriors. Draymond, Steph, and I think Clay will come back for a minimum. I think Clay will be the one coming back for a minimum. I think they can. LeBron already spoke about how he want to play with Steph. Although all these guys are up in age, I think they can fit well with each other. I think they'll fit great with each other. Actually, this might be the best option. This might be his best option right here. And I don't want to, but I don't want to see him go play with Curry though. What I'm saying? Even if he do, I wouldn't care. But what would be the thought about this? I think it's to be on. Hey man, I'm gonna give me a ring because for one thing, I do think they can get a ring if he go. That's one thing I'm saying now. Hey, LeBron and the Warriors, I believe they can win a championship if LeBron go to the Golden State Warriors. Clip that if you like, StreamYard. LeBron and the Warriors can win a championship. Now, like I said, this one would be kind of scary though. Bron with Clay, Steph. Hey, the fit, the floor is spacing. Draymond moving around, movement. Hey, championship culture. They already won. Steph, USA, Olympic team. Bron and Curry playing on All-Star team. Hey, this would be the old team that can be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? What would be the struggles? They all being old. Defensive speed, I think they can work around it because Draymond would be intimidating. Bron be able to, do what he do a little bit. Clay, man, I can't do like he do, but I think he can be able to do enough. And I think if they keep them little pieces over there, maybe they could though. I don't think they'll have a problem with ego. Steph is damn near on the same level as LeBron, eye to eye, really. So, Bron and Steph together might either win a ring or, you know what I'm saying, they're going to make some headlines for sure. But I'm telling you, they would not be in the play-in. LeBron and Golden State would not be in the play-in. You can mark it right here on the Nick Man TV. They would not be in the play-in. They would be in the playoffs. Now the question asks now, does LeBron make them a contender? They sure do. Just like with like Cleveland in the East, I think he can win the East with Cleveland. But in the West with Steph and them, I really do believe that they can go to at least the conference finals. I know you got Wemby in the Spurs. I know you got OKC. But I'm telling you, these boys can go to the Western Conference Final, and we'll just have to see how the chips fall when we get there. But I do believe he make them a contender. You know what I'm saying? Now, contract situation. It's not long term. He ain't getting a max contract. You might get a 1 year, and you got to get a 1 year. You got to be flexible with the money to be able to keep some of them young guys too, though, because you're going to need young guys for these teams, though. You know what I'm saying? So, Bron, in Golden State would be the best idea. You know what I'm saying? But is LeBron really accepting to beat? But I mean, because the legacy's still gonna be on the line too. He go to Golden State, you done join Steph, dog. You joined D Wade already. You know what I'm saying? You left and came and went and joined Kyrie slickly, because that was Kyrie. Cause when you came back, there was Kyrie team, but then somehow it's formed to be your team. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's Nick Man TV today, man. Bron, is he gonna stay with the Lakers, go to Cavs, Knicks, or my sleeper team, the Golden State Warriors? Y'all let me know what y'all think down there in the comment. Let me know what y'all feeling about this here. You know what I'm saying? Because if he waiting too late, waiting till August, there might be a lot of things that might be missed and things like that. So make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe. This Nick Man TV. This has been LeBron free agency, the decision or the delay. Where is he going? We don't know, but we'll see. Maybe in August. I'm out of here, y'all. Nick Man TV. Bye. Peace. NBA talk.
Nick Madden TV.